Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. The other day on Instagram, if you don't follow me on Instagram, here you go. The other day on Instagram, I asked you guys if you had any questions for a Q&A, because a lot of you are either new or there are just developments, I guess, that you guys are very curious about. So I thought I would finally sit down and film a proper Q&A for you guys. So here we go. So everybody wants to know about my weight loss. They want to know what I did, why I'm doing it, how much I've lost, how I feel, am I doing this or doing that, whatever. So it wasn't really something I wanted to focus on this channel, just because that's not what this channel is about to me. And I do have a vlog channel where I do focus on more lifestyle, aspects of Sarah Vargas, right? Over here, this is like fashion and whatever else I do on this channel, I forget sometimes, but on my vlog channel, it's laid back, it's everyday stuff. So I have addressed it more so over there, and you can follow that channel if you want like more in-depth information. But since we're here, obviously, or maybe it's not obvious, I have lost some weight. If you guys have been following my channel for a while, you know that when I was like 19, I think it was 19, 20 maybe, I got the lap band surgery, which is a weight loss surgery. And long story short, it didn't end up working out for me. I've done multiple videos on it. In fact, I chronicled the like 14 days or whatever prior to having it removed last year. So fast forward, right? So last year I decided I wanted to have it removed, and that was in like March of 2017 that I decided that, sometime around there. I went to the doctor and I got weighed or whatever. I went to my surgeon, and while I don't want to get too specific on anything because I don't feel like the numbers really matter, and I don't want to discourage anyone if, I know how finicky people can be about weight loss, and I know how much it can really impact you, psychologically. And so I don't want to make anyone feel bad, or I don't want people to start suddenly being very, very conscious of their weight if, all this time that you've been on this channel, maybe it's been helping you be a little less conscious of your body in a positive way, of course. So I will say that from that time that I went to my surgeon, my weight ended up fluctuating. I did lose some weight right before having it removed, and then for the 2 weeks prior to surgery, I did a liquid diet. That's what I chronicled on my vlog channel. You can find it. It'll say lap band, whatever. Go to my vlog channel, type in lap band. Go to this channel, type in lap band, or type in my name plus lap band. You're gonna find any time that I mentioned it, basically. But I was forced to do a liquid diet. I had to do a 2-week liquid diet before having the surgery. It's laparoscopic. They want to make sure that you can shrink your liver, basically, so that they can get to where they need to get safely without having to open you up for real. So in all that time, I lost weight, gained it, lost it, gained it, whatever. But from March of 2017, when I was basically at like my highest recorded weight that I can remember, just in the last couple of years, not my highest weight ever. From that time to this morning, because today's Friday, I usually weigh myself on Friday just to get a gauge. And I would say I think, I'm not gonna like guesstimate, I'm gonna actually do the math real quick. 10, 20, 30, 40. Wait a second. I'm so bad at math, hang on. I'm just gonna put it in my calculator. You know what's messed up is that it's not a hard number to calculate. I'm getting embarrassed. Okay. From then to now, it's about 45 pounds. That's what I've lost pretty much. But it wasn't until this year that I really kind of kicked off, like being more conscious of what I was eating, basically. I started going to the gym last year, a couple of days after the surgery. I started going to the gym about 4 to 5 days a week, and my eating changed dramatically because I was finally able to eat again. A lot of people want to know why the lap band didn't work, da-da-da-da-da. I've done videos on it. It's not designed to work properly, man. But whatever, if it worked for you, that's excellent, that's great. And I don't put down anybody that is chosen? Is that the word? I don't want to like discourage anyone or make anyone feel like I'm putting them down for having weight loss surgery or not having weight loss surgery or whatever the hell. I don't care what you do with your life. So I did have it removed, and that is when my life and my eating and my health and everything, I guess, whatever, that's when everything got like exponentially better for me. So I was doing all that. I was able to kind of maintain the weight loss that I had, and I didn't really lose much else, maybe 5 pounds. And then this year, after the holidays, birthdays, holidays, all that, traveling, like I travel so much. Traveling makes it very difficult to stay on any kind of eating plan, I feel like. And I'm not on any special diet. I just, I'm on a calorie deficit. So I just eat less than, you know, the amount of calories I'm expelling basically. And if so facto, that's how you lose weight, right? I mean, I also have hypothyroidism, and so I'm very adamant about taking my medicine now and checking in with my doctor basically and making sure that I'm getting my labs and everything done, because it does get a little wonky and it does make it difficult to lose weight. But anyway, in short, the reason that I ended up even trying to, it's not even that I was trying to lose weight, I was trying to have control of myself again. I felt like my whole life was getting out of control, and I need control in my life. I don't need to control you, I don't need to control my mama, I don't need to control my man, I don't need to control anything but me. I like having control of what my life is and where it's going and what I'm doing. And I started to feel like I was out of control. And so one thing that I knew would make me feel like I was able to decide how I was gonna feel that day was with my food and exercise and stuff. So it was just one day. I talk about this in depth in a different video that I will link down below. It's a vlog. But I just decided one day to change how I was eating and to really focus on it, basically. It gave me something to focus on. So that's what I've done. And that's how I've been losing weight. This year, I haven't lost 45 pounds this year. This year, I don't know, I've only went down 1 size. So it's nothing insane. It hasn't happened super quick. I do have a lot of people kind of asking or suggesting that I've gotten weight loss surgery. And the irony is that I had weight loss surgery reversed in order to lose weight. I know it works for a lot of people, and there are different types of surgeries. Obviously, gastric is far more serious than what I got. Even the sleeve is far more serious than what I got, and the results are completely different between a sleeve and a band, or gastric and a band. So, I mean, I had a gastric band, but I didn't have gastric bypass. Very, very, very different surgeries, and if it's something that you're interested in, then I urge you to research that. But it didn't work for me. It's not for me, and I would not advocate to anyone. I get this question constantly still to this day. I do not suggest that anyone get a lap band. The lap band itself is trash, period. In fact, my surgeon, his office, all the surgeons there will not even perform the lap band surgery anymore because of how bad it has been and because of the amount of reversals that they have had to do. Now, naturally, it's a doctor's office. They're trying to make money, putting something in and then taking it out. Well, that's just a good day at work for them. But, I mean, no shade to my doctor. He's great. But you know what I mean, guys? It's the medical industry. Like, at the end of the day, people are making money off fat people, and whatever. Let's not get into it. Like I said, though, I'm not on any special diet. I don't do keto. I don't count out carbs. I don't eliminate sugars. I don't, whatever. I don't do anything like that. I monitor how much I'm eating. And if I want to eat more, I eat more. If I want to drink coffee all day, if I want to have 10 cups of coffee, I will. But I track that just so that I know. I go to the gym. Realistically right now, maybe 3-4 times a week. I went 4 times this week. I went 0 times last week. So let's average that out and just call it 2 times a week right now, okay? I let myself live. I vacation a lot. I go on a lot of trips. I don't restrict myself. I don't punish myself. If I go to the movies and I decide that day that I want to have a box of Reese's Pieces, cool. There are 10 other times that I went to the movies and all I had were one of those little bags of like Smart gummies, those little like 90 calorie bags of Smart gummies where they kind of don't even taste like anything, but at least I'm chewing, you know? It was never about losing weight. I never felt bad about myself. I don't have a number in mind. I don't have like set goals. I don't cry at the scale. I feel good. It wasn't even about getting healthy because my weight is not a direct representation of how healthy I am. In fact, my body has actually hurt significantly more after working out and doing all of this than it did prior to, just because I'm using my muscles and joints a little more, and certainly more ferociously than I ever have in the past, and so I tend to experience more pain, my knee hurts, whatever. So I wouldn't say that it's a direct representation of how healthy I am, but this is just what's happening in my life, and since people are so curious, I thought I should finally address it. There's nothing to hide. I have nothing to hide, and let's move on to the next question. Okay, all of these other questions finally rolled in now that I spent 20 minutes on weight loss. Another question that obviously I get constantly is, are you and Lewis getting married, or what are you guys doing? Are you gonna have kids? Da 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 da. It's, you know, inquiring minds really want to know. This is not the answer that you're looking for, probably. You want something very like salacious, but I don't have anything like that to give you. I'm a firm believer that what is meant for me will be for me. And what is not meant for me will not be for me. In fact, I pray that the things that are not meant for me, the things that I think that I want, the things that I think that I need, but ultimately they are not meant for me to have them or be involved in them. I pray that those things miss me and go right by me, because I don't want to ever be in a situation where I'm doing something that I shouldn't be doing. And obviously I've been there before, which is not to say that like I should have done things differently in the past, because I'm here because of every single, you know, interaction. Every single thing that I've ever done in my life has led me directly to this point where I'm at right now. So I regret nothing, but I want to always be making the best decision for me. And so, you know, oh, are you going to get married? Are you going to have kids? If marriage is what's meant for me, for him, for us together, then that's what will be. And if something else is meant for us, then that's what will be. And I cannot give you guys an answer on that. Like, if what you're really asking is, do you love him, and are you guys together, and do you do this? Oh, hold up, let's roll into the next one. But you know, yes, of course I love him. Of course I'm in a happy relationship with someone, and I'm overjoyed to be in that relationship, and it's beautiful. Another question that a lot of people ask is, are you celibate? Are you still celibate? I have never been celibate. I have never used that word, and I have mentioned many times there is a very real difference between celibacy and abstinence. Am I still abstinent? Absolutely. Why would that have changed? He was fine when I met him. He's fine today. Why would that have changed? Like, obviously that's my personal opinion. I don't need you guys coming on here talking stupid to be dumb. But people are like, oh, he's so good looking, girl. I couldn't keep my hands off of him. Okay, well, if you thought that the alternative to putting your hands on him was spending eternity in hell, would you still do it? Yeah, girl, I would still do it. Well, not me. Okay, so that's it, and that's all. Unless there, you know, you guys can stop asking that question. In fact, I beg of you to stop asking that question, because until you see me turn around and say, hey, I'm married, right? Then it's not gonna change. Period. It's not gonna change. All right, let's hope that we never have to discuss that again. Another question that I've gotten a lot is about surgeries and stuff. And I don't know if it's just because it's so like prevalent in our society now, and so many people, you know, get surgeries and change their body and their face and stuff and talk about it, or there's some reason specific to me that people have been asking me more and more and more about this lately. But they want to know, you know, would you ever get your boobs done? Would you ever get a tummy tuck or anything like that? You know, with losing weight, my body is changing, of course. And I wouldn't say that I would never do anything. In fact, I'm sure that at some point down the line, I'm not sure of it, because surgery kind of like freaks me out. Recovery really freaks me out. But I could see myself getting like a tummy tuck or something, because I have had multiple children and I had them back to back. And so my stomach was stretched, almost as if it was stretched for like a full, you know, year and a half basically. And so, you know, my body reflects that. And like I said, I was almost 300 pounds at some point, and I had lost almost 100 pounds from that. And so my body reflects that. My body reflects my life. And my life has been, you know, ups and downs, bigs and littles. And so I can see myself probably getting a tummy tuck at some point, especially if I decide eventually, or if, you know, I come to a point in my life where I know I'm not gonna have any more children or anything. I can see myself doing it. If only just to, I don't know. I mean, I didn't really see anything wrong with it. It is what it is. I don't hate myself, and I mean, I don't hate myself. I don't hate my body. I don't look at my body and think I'm disgusting or anything like that. But if I could make that little change and it would improve how I feel about myself or how I think about myself or whatever, then I could see doing it sometime in the future. I mean, if I have the money, the time, if I have the resources basically to do it, then why not if I want to? My boobs, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the look of fake boobs. Like, they look good on other people, but I can't even imagine boobs on me. I'd be like, what are those? Like, my boobs are really small, but they're mine, and I don't need bigger boobs, you know? I don't need a tummy tuck, but that would really change the way that I look. Bigger boobs, I feel like, I don't need that. How do you travel so often? Traveling is something that I have made into a priority in my life. I want to be able to explore and see the world and take my kids places, and I want to be able to do those things. And so that's something that is important to me. And so that's something that I set, like I said, as a priority. And so I allocate time and resources to that, because if I want it, then I shall have it, you know? And that's not always going to be a big priority to me. Imagine if one day I had another baby, right? Okay, well, traveling's probably gonna drop down the list a bit, because I can't just dip and dive out whenever I want if you have like a small child. Like, I don't have little kids, you know? I mean, I have little kids, they're 6 and 7. Jason's about to be 7 in like 2 weeks, so I'll have 2 7-year-olds. But you know, I'm not with their dad, and so there are 2 times a month that I'm without my kids for like 3 days at a time, and I figure, hey, what the heck? I got a free weekend, I might as well go and dip out somewhere and go explore for a little bit if I can. So there are no special deals that I do. People always want to know, like, how do you book your vacations? Like, we pick where we want to go, and then we look at how much things are going to cost and figure out, okay, let's do it then. Unfortunately, it's nothing special. I don't have like some secret website to give you guys. But if you have one, feel free to deliver it to me. I mostly just go on Expedia and check out the deals on there. How did you come to love your fluff? Oh my gosh, please never call it fluff. Ugh. You know what it is there's no reason to hate it. There's no reason to hate who I am. And don't let people convince you that there is a reason to hate who you are. Why wouldn't I? You know? Don't perpetuate the idea that I should hate myself. And how did you get away from that mentality? Don't do that. Don't do that, right? I don't walk up to other fat women that are, you know, clearly confident in themselves and feel good about themselves and say, damn girl, how did you get here? I just talk to them like they're people who don't, you know, who shouldn't basically be feeling like crap about themselves all the time. I just talk to them. I treat them like people. Treat yourself like a damn person. Not like a disgrace. Not like someone that's disgusting. Not like someone that has to change. Treat yourself like a person. Period. That's it. What do you see yourself doing in the next 5 years? I've been thinking about this a lot lately, because I've been thinking about YouTube and my career and just my life and stuff. I wouldn't dare attempt to plan out the next 5 years, let alone the next 5 days, right? I know what I might be doing in the next 5 minutes, but I wouldn't dare make plans like that. But do I have any aspirations? Like, is there anything that I kind of fantasize about? Absolutely. I would love to write more. I used to write all the time, and I seriously miss it. Sorry. My parents are traveling to Niagara Falls right now, and they're giving me updates. Gotta make sure mom and dad get there safe. But you know, I miss writing so much, you guys. It pains me how much I miss it. You know what's funny is that I'm afraid to start writing again, because I know that it's challenging. It's like so rewarding for me mentally. It's so rewarding for me to create something, to create a story or whatever. And I want to do it again so bad, but I'm afraid to even start, because I do have a fear of failing and failing myself, really. Just, you know, it's not like I have to submit anything to anybody, but I just fear like that I'm gonna fail myself and prove to myself that I'm not as good as I ever thought that I was. But I would, you know, I would love to write, whether it be a fictitious story or something that was real and really happened to me. I would love to do that, and I would love to open a little bakery, cafe kind of place. I love coffee. I love confectionery, everything. I love cookies and cakes and pies. Like, I just feel warmth within my body creating them, making them, feeding people, making people feel good through sugar and caffeine. Like, not the best things to be pushing out here in the world, but sugar, caffeine, books, like, you guys, it's so beautiful. I would love it. I would love to get off of YouTube entirely and open up a real life place where I can interact with real people and write, and it would be amazing. But for now, I'm here, y'all. I ain't going nowhere. I got some new hauls coming next week, y'all. Real deal Holyfield though, because I have like 4 bags of stuff downstairs. Oh, here's a good question. Someone again asked if I was practicing celibacy, and like I said, I'm abstinent. But they asked, what have you learned from it? And I did have a video on this in the past, and I ended up taking it down. But what I've learned really is that when you don't have that in a relationship, I think it causes you to rely on other things to connect over. And it also allows you to not get like my brain doesn't get muddled up with physical stuff, right? So the relationship that I have, I feel is so much different and so much more significant than anything that I've experienced prior to this, just because it is so different, you know? I mean, I'm not perfect, and there are certainly challenges, and I'm not perfect, like I said. I think that I wouldn't have it any other way. I've learned that this is right. I mean, not just because this is what the Bible says is right, but because this is what I feel within myself is right. And you don't have to even have any kind of, you know, you don't have to have any kind of religious ideas in order to be practicing abstinence or just refraining from having sex until you are married. You can do it just because you want to do it, just because it's a good idea for you in your situation, your life. But I have definitely learned that it's been better for my relationship than the alternative. And I've learned a lot of other things that I'm not willing to share with you guys, just because obviously it's personal. And yeah, it's been really good for me. And I don't really need anybody's judgment on this because I'm not telling anyone else to do it. My card got full. Did I mess up the angle? This is a good question. Having trust issues in your past relationship, how did you not bring that into the new relationship? If you guys know anything about me, you know that I have 2 kids. And there are videos about this, extensive videos about this. In fact, one of them includes my ex, the father of my kids. It doesn't shed the greatest light on him, and so I don't even necessarily recommend watching that video. But if you know anything about my story, like I said, I have these 2 kids. I was in a relationship for like 3.5, 4 years, I think, something like that. And anyway, it ended up with him cheating on me quite a bit. And there was a lot of lying and infidelity in that relationship throughout the entire relationship, come to find out. And a lot of people have asked me kind of, how did you get over that? And I've talked about it extensively in other videos, but how did I avoid bringing that into another relationship? Lewis is not him, you know? And I have to recognize that. So even when something happened where, you know, my current boyfriend maybe did something that was kind of like a trigger for me in the past, I either had to tell him so that I could explain why I'm feeling the way that I'm feeling, and why I'm, basically why I'm acting the way that I am towards him in that moment, because he doesn't understand it, you know? I would either express it to him, or I would do what he always tells me to do. He tells me all the time that I need to take my thoughts captive. And so if I let my mind kind of run away from me, or maybe I take one little thing that's happened, or even one little thought that I've had, not even necessarily something that has happened, but I will take one little thought and I will let it kind of expand and grow and grow and grow and grow and grow in my mind. And it could be a really bad thought, something that could really be detrimental if I let it get out of hand in my mind, because it's something that I'm creating. It's not even something that's real. And perception is everything. So whatever you are perceiving to be real, whether it's real to the world or not, it's real to you. And so you have real feelings, real reactions to that. And so he tells me all the time that I need to take my thoughts captive. And basically what he's saying is, like, if I have a feeling, or if I'm letting something kind of manifest in my brain, something negative, then I need to take that captive, and I need to not let that happen. And I need to, you know, do whatever it is that I need to do in order to reverse whatever is happening. Because a lot of times, I think all of us really, we create scenarios in our brains that are not real. And I don't think it's that's obviously not healthy. And coming from a relationship where you've been cheated on or disrespected or whatever happened in that previous relationship, coming from that relationship into a new one, it's so easy to allow little things that happen to kind of manifest and grow into really awful, you know, scenarios in your brain. He's home. So I take those thoughts captive. It's so much easier now. I don't really take anything from that relationship and bring it into this relationship. It has been many, many years. I am fully healed. There is no like a love lingering anywhere there. I'm 100% better. I'm fully healed of that situation. It took a long time to get here, but it is possible in case any of you are going through anything like that. But you need a partner that's gonna be a good partner for you. And I think that's what I have. So it definitely helps quite a bit. All right, guys, I'm gonna finish it off with one last question. Since a lot of these really are the same, so many people wanted to know the exact same things. Okay, here's another question that I get so often, and why, I don't know. But this person said, are you gonna be moving soon? I get that all the time, but then they said, will you be buying an existing house, or will you be buying a house brand new? Will you be building one? And then I just get a lot of like judgment for some reason about renting a home, and I think that it's silly. Guys, what you want for your life is gonna be different than what someone else wants for their life. And also I'll say that I have no desire to be in crushing debt. Like a mortgage, I get it. Everybody's got a mortgage, right? Everyone's got 30 years to pay off their $100,000, $200,000, $500,000 house. I get it. It's very normalized, but it's not a necessity in your life, which I've come to find out through other people. But I have no rush to get into that. I'm perfectly fine renting. Well, like ideally, I wish I was renting from someone that I knew so that they would be benefiting. Like, so I would be benefiting somebody that I know by renting their home. But I'm happy where I'm at. And if I move, I move. And if I buy a house, I buy a house. And if I rent a house, I rent a house. But I just, for anyone out there that doesn't have those same ideas that so many other people do, and you're not in any rush to go buy a house or to whatever, take these natural steps that other people seem to think, you know, are necessary in life. I just want to be here to encourage you to live the life that you want to live because you want to live it because that's right for you. And don't let even, you know, not just society, but like people close to you, your friends, your family, other people that are doing what everybody does. Like, don't let those people pressure you into making a call for your life that you had no desire to make to begin with. Just like, I'm not letting anybody pressure me into a house, even though you have no idea how many people have. But your girl's not gonna do what other people want her to do just because they want me to do it. I don't know if it makes other people feel good about the decisions that they've made for themselves in their own life. I don't know if they just want kind of company in those decisions or what, but right now I have no plans of buying a home. I love looking at homes in the market. I absolutely love homes. I love design. I'm very interested in it, but I have no desire currently to purchase a home for myself. And if I move, you guys will find out about it. I'm not gonna keep it a secret. But that is all that I have for you guys today. I know this is a really long video, and I hope that one thing that tends to happen in these videos is that people tend to feel like I am, for lack of a better word, they think I'm a bitch because of, I don't know how to say this, but I'm talking about myself, and I get all these questions and all this judgment on myself constantly every single day. And so I tried very hard in this video to not come across that way because that's not how I feel, but sometimes I get a little attitude when I'm answering these questions. So today I had like a lot of coffee beforehand. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Oh my gosh, my card got full again. Anyway, I truly, genuinely hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I really, really, really do. And if you did, I hope that you subscribe, give it a thumbs up, leave some love in the comments. I will be back very soon with some more fashion stuff. Actually, I have some good stuff coming, so I'm excited. Not that the other stuff isn't good, but I always like to be excited for the next videos, and I am currently very excited. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this, and if you want a more intimate look at my life, follow the vlog channel, follow my Instagram. You can follow me on Snapchat, but it's kind of like a ghost town over there, so that's up to you. Anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you're having an amazing day, and I'm gonna see you in my next one. Bye, guys.